Well, hello. I'm on my own for a moment.
Not for long.
Not for long.
I'm only just behind.
Are you done?
Yeah.
Hot drinks being made. It's a bit chilly in here. Well, nice of you to turn up.
I was just there.
Good evening.
It was a tense moment. I had to see who was going home on Strictly.
Oh, yes. So our Sunday night routine now.
Yes.
Yeah, welcome. Welcome to our Sunday evening chat. You may have seen from the title, we thought we would chat about the meetup that is going to be happening in January. And I thought it might be interesting to talk about looking back at a few of the meetups and trying to remember. I was trying to work out how many we've done.
The very, very first one was
know.
2016, and that was just a few of us.
16?
Yeah.
Did we do one every year since?
I don't know.
Maybe we missed out COVID.
Yeah, we definitely missed out the year of COVID, yes.
Anyway, that's going to be the plan. So we are live. If you are watching us live, you can interact. You can say hello. You can comment and share things. We will say some hellos whilst we let people join us. 138 of you in so far. Hello. Elaine was first in. Hi. Yes, we're okay. Thank you. Hope you are. Steve, Tataholics Anonymous. Is that what we're calling you all now? Neighbour managed to knock out my broadband. So I'm on the mobile. Well, hello, Steve. Chris. Oh, no, Chris has been away. Oh, might have to watch back later. If sober enough after last night in Butlins. You're still at Butlins.
Brilliant.
Yeah, they're off celebrating
I'm all steamed up.
special birthday. You're steamed up?
Mm.
Oh, a tiny bit. That'll go away soon. It doesn't notice. I came in earlier from doing a few bits and bobs outside, and I steamed up so bad I just couldn't see. It just went, yeah. Right, so a few more hellos. Steve, oh, did we do Steve? No, different Steve. Hi. Marcus, anyone else put up the Christmas tree today? Ours has been up the whole week.
We were going to go and have a look at the Attleborough light switch on, and we didn't in the end.
No.
We put ours up because Ellen came home. She was supposed to be coming home the first week in December, but she came home early for various reasons. So she said, can we put the tree up? So we did that, and you can see.
Oh, yeah.
We've got our banner up as well. So we're starting early this year.
Looks like it gets in the way of the door, but it doesn't quite. Feeling warm and snug. Good stuff. Yeah, we had the fire on earlier. We were sat in the other room and it was cold, so fire went on. We have Pat with us and Tina. Who else? We've got Peter Ray. And says, hi, Andrea and Nick and everyone in the chat. Hope you're all well and keeping warm. Now winter has arrived, hasn't it just?
It's really arrived. And I'm getting a bit worried about Ellen because her flatmates don't want to turn the heating on today.
It's ridiculous.
So she was absolutely huddled up in a blanket while she was talking to us last night. And
she used to do
freezing
star jumps. That'll warm you up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a strange situation. But you said you're going to lend her a
we bought a portable radiator, like an oil-filled one, at a yard sale. So I need to test it because I haven't tested it yet. But the trouble is, we're not going out to Brighton in the next couple of weeks, so she's going to have to put up with it for a little while. It'll harden her up.
Well, maybe. Right, I'm scrolling down. Hello, everybody. Lots of people popping in. Oh, there's Porky's. Hi. Karen, Belinda, Deborah, Fluffy Muffin. Sorry, I'm just
married to reselling.
Hello, guys.
And Stephen Stall.
Nia and Will. Oh, I just saw a question.
Oh.
Let's do a question. If I have something in stock for about a year, but it's still sealed, can I sell it as new? I would say yes. It's still new in the seal. So yeah, it's still new in my book. You know, if a shop has an item in stock, it's still new a year later, isn't it? Right? You wouldn't question that. So in my opinion, do you think so?
Yeah. So. It hasn't become not new, if you know what I mean, just because it's sat on the shelf for a while.
It hasn't not become new no mores. I think so. Yes. Right, I'm trying to get to the end. Hello, everybody. There's Sean and Daniel, Treasure Trove, Gadget Man. Hello. Thank you for sending through the little gadget widgets.
Oh yeah.
One is plugged into the laptop right now. Yeah, that was a surprise. You are far too kind.
An electric blanket.
Well, that's not a terrible idea.
Well, she's constantly got a hot water bottle on the go.
Hot. Look at this. This is Marissa. Hot and humid here in Australia. 35 degrees.
Wow.
Yeah, they have Christmas like a barbecue or on the beach.
Yeah, see, because we're so used to it being cold at Christmas, it wouldn't feel like Christmas to me.
No. Our niece is still down there in Australia. And I assume she's not coming home for Christmas.
No, she's not coming home for Christmas.
Yeah, so she'll be enjoying a hot one. So anyway, we are here. We thought we don't have a haul to share with you, although we did go outsourcing with some friends. Hello, if you're in. And but we spent most of the time in the pub, various pubs.
We didn't really buy very much.
We did a few charity shops. Where were we? I can't even remember.
We went to Beccles.
Beccles, that's it. Nice there, actually. Quite nice. And yeah, saw the inside of a couple of pubs. So didn't source much. So we thought we'd chat about Meet-Up. So there is a Meet-Up which is open to absolutely anyone if you want to turn up and just enjoy being social. If you want to make it, a kind of networking, chatting to other resellers about reselling thing, that's fine. If you just want to come and be social and meet ourselves and other YouTubers that will be there, it's fine. And all the details we've shared online. So you can screen grab that. Or well, I'll put the details below if you're watching this after the fact. I'll try and remember to put them in the top comment, but it's going to be the 13th. Oh, I can't even remember now. When is it?
Yeah.
13th.
The 13th, I think it was. Yes, 13th of January.
So that weekend, but in particular, the Saturday, we and everyone else is coming along, as in we're hoping Carla will be there again. If you know Carla, the YouTuber, Lex.
So.
Is Lex said she's coming along?
Yeah, Lex is coming.
Pretty sure Lex is going to be there. I think
Carla's got to find out about work first.
Pete normally makes it. I think you're coming along, and I've heard from lots of other people. So it's going to be a busy one, but everybody is welcome. It's at the big Weatherspoons in Hitchin. It's kind of the only pub that has the scope to get everybody in comfortably, and we usually slowly but surely take over the kind of top end of the pub. That we slowly gather all the tables. We're going to be there from about midday. We usually stay till the pub shuts. Sometimes we go on and things get messy. We'll see how we feel.
Stall has put the link for the address and everything.
Yes, so that's where the pub is. If you are thinking of coming down and you're traveling a long way and you're going to stay, there is a Premier Inn, which is where we're staying, because the Airbnb we've rented for the last few years wasn't available.
Yeah, there are a few different hotels and places to stay in Hitchin.
There are other ones. There's, I think it's called the Firs. There's the Priory.
The Sun.
The Sun. But I would suggest, if you're thinking about it, don't hesitate to book, because if a lot of people come, all of the rooms may get booked up.
There you go. Peter's in the Premier Inn.
Right. Yes. So yeah, we thought we'd have a chat about that. Again, it's not really an organised event as such. It is just a casual get together. It's very relaxed, very chilled. I'm sure people that have been before will agree that it's just a good laugh, really. So don't expect.
Oh, the Bella Vita closed down. Well, that doesn't surprise me.
I was going to say, yeah, because normally Derek and Richard and those stay there. Has it shut? Oh, I wonder why.
So Stall has put in the link for the Premier Inn.
Excellent. Oh, is that Heather? Yes. There you go. Yeah,
I just highlighted that.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't paying any attention. Hi, Heather. I'm glad your cat made its way back to you. That's quite an amazing thing.
That is.
Yeah. Excellent news. So what was I saying? Sometimes in the past when we've organised these, we've made it a charity fundraiser. We haven't got plans for that. We may do a few silly games and raise a little bit of cash for something, or just play silly games for the sake of it.
There's Emma. Emma's coming.
But in the past, we've done quizzes and we've done raffles rather. Yeah, raffles and auction. We done auctions? No, just raffles.
We did it one year when we did a fundraiser.
Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We haven't got anything, even that sort of stuff organised. So it's going to be a good old social bash, basically, in a pub. So drinks will be available. Yeah. So you reckon the first one we did was when again? 2016?
2016. That was when we did our very first one in the Wetherspoons. There was a handful of us at that point.
Well, it was us two. Mrs. M, Caroline, who still makes videos, but not so much about reselling.
And Tom, who's going to be coming to this one.
Tom's going to be there. Yeah, that would be great. It'd be good to catch up again with Tom.
Hicksy was there.
Steve Hicksy. Does anyone remember Steve Hicksy's videos? He came down along with
Zahir and Beck were there.
Zahir and Beck, who obviously most of you will know are still putting content out. And Ken.
Yeah.
What was his surname? Ken
Chapman.
Who used to make YouTube videos.
I was doubting myself after I said that because I know another Ken Chapman.
Yeah.
And
I think that was it.
And Mike.
Oh, Mike. Good Lord. Yeah. I don't hear anything from Mike anymore.
No.
So yeah, things have moved on a lot since then. The whole kind of YouTube scene exploded soon after that year. It really kind of accelerated from then. And now the cool thing about it is there's meetups up and down the country. So if you're not local to Hitchin, we're not local to Hitchin anymore. But if you're not local, there's been ones up in Manchester. There's been a few down on the south coast.
I can't remember what the big one was. The first big one that we did at Wetherspoons.
What year it was?
Whether it was 17 or 18, I can't remember.
I can't remember. But yeah, they're usually good fun. And yeah, sometimes gets a bit messy towards the end of the evening, but that's all part of the joy of it.
Yeah.
You're trying to find the old meetup pictures.
I'm not getting a very good internet. It's a bit slow.
Let's have a look. What's the date for it again? 13th of January. So that's a Saturday. Some of us will be going down for the Friday because we're staying over, obviously. So it just makes it a bit easier. So we may be in the pub that night. We'll see.
I'm pretty sure it was 2019 that we did the fundraiser and we were in the sun.
That's when we actually hired a venue then, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yes. Let me scroll back. Does anyone wear a bobble hat in bed when it gets cold? Is that what that is? Or just a bob hat?
I do when I'm camping.
Yeah. Right, just scrolling back since.
Oh, we went to one in Bristol when Carlin hosted one, and that was 2019, maybe.
I can't remember dates. It all merges into one. Peter, hi Peter, good to see you in the chat. Hi guys, sorry, but my birthday is the 15th, so probably somewhere warm. But anyone who hasn't been to the meetup, go. It's amazing. Thank you. It's a shame we won't see you there, but happy birthday in advance. Excuse me, I've still got a runny nose. Bear with.
I'm scrolling through my Instagram and I love how I posted with such enthusiasm, Happy New Year 2020. Yeah. Little did we know.
Little did we know what 2020 would become. Hi Lex, watching from the bath. Well, enjoy your bath. I think I'll be having a bath after this. That'll be the warmest place in the house if I have a bath.
Oh, here we are. This was the auction in 2019 when we hired the room at the Sun Hotel.
Oh yeah,
that's the back of Sam, I think, isn't it?
That was a great night in the end. It was typical
Who else can I see? I can see Neil. Oh, there's a George.
Neil's going to be there. I spoke to Neil. I think Neil can make it.
There's a George there at the back.
Oh, I have to message
George.
Have you
spoken to George?
No, not for a while. I need to drop him a message.
I can see Aid there as well.
Oh, Aid. I might have to message Aid, see if he wants to come down.
Oh, and there's Derek and Richard lurking in the background, and Peter.
That was a good night. It was funny because we had organised so much to do, and then the PA in this place didn't work. So running a quiz without a decent PA was quite amusing.
Yeah, it was interesting to say the least.
But it was fun. Queen of Crispy Onion Land.
Yeah, that's Emma.
Oh, is that Emma? Oh, hi. Planning my outfit now for the meetup. Good stuff. I've covered that. Peter Ray, yes. Oh, I went to Hitchin Meetup in 2018, 2019. See, Pete knows all the facts. Look, here, you just need to ask Pete. No meetup in 2020 due to COVID, 2021, but no meet in 2022, then January 2023. Right.
So the first big one was probably 2018 then.
Quite possibly. The first one where we just went to the Wetherspoons. Yeah. The best place to watch them from, stay nice and warm in the bath. Yeah, everyone should watch from the bath. Oh,
we did we went to Nottingham, didn't we, in between, I think.
We did, yeah. We went down, well, like you said, we went down to a meetup in Bristol that Carla organised. That was a really good one. That was well attended. Nottingham was just a small group of us again, Tahir and Beck, and
a couple of people we might recognise in Nottingham.
And then we went back up to Nottingham. We went to
and more
Kelly's place, didn't we? We had do you remember that party? Well, not party. We spent an evening at Kelly's.
Yeah. Oh, and I don't know if they were actually rehearsing for the meetup in Bristol.
No, that was the first.
Oh, was that the first one?
This became a weird thing, right? This was when there was about 10 of us at this meetup. Just a social get together, this one. And Steve and Carla had an arm wrestle in the middle of the night, as you do, in some neon lit up bar by the look of it. And it became a thing because then there was a rematch at Carla's meetup the next year, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then I think there might have been another rematch after that.
Oh, there you go. Derek's booked a hotel. Awesome.
Excellent. Nice one, Derek. Look forward to catching up. We can chat about barn restorations.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the arm wrestling Lexus.
Yeah. And I think Carla won every one of them. Much to...
she's out of the bath now.
Much to Steve's disapproval. She was the winner. Is Steve coming down? Oh, my goodness. Look at me there. Was that me?
Yeah, it was you. You were less grey.
Wow. Oh, yay, the arm wrestling. Oh, you're out of the bath now, are you? Okay, fine. Tina says, any chance of a Zoom session for those that can't make it? We could quite easily try and remember to live stream on YouTube. That's probably the easiest way. That's been done a few times.
I think a few people have done that.
Yeah. You'd have to catch me kind of relatively early in the evening for me to remember to do it.
I think sometimes Lainey does like an alternative stream.
Yeah.
And then, calls us or we, patch in or whatever.
Yeah, because sadly Lainey can't get down to these sort of things. Sometimes she's gone live as like the alternative meetup. And then, we can dip into her live stream. That's happened. Belinda there saying, if it's too packed, I may just say hello, introduce myself, and then run off. You'll be fine. You'll be fine, honest. I do know, though, in saying that, I do know it can be difficult. I've struggled with social anxiety before. You still do.
No.
Oh, we're still looking at pictures.
I just clicked out of it. Hang on, I'll have to go in.
But Yeah, we don't bite.
2018, Heather. Love that. Charlie's Angels.
Wow, that's a throwback, isn't it?
Heather won the Ashes.
Quality prizes.
There's Sam and Becca.
Well, this was when we did we had a load of gifts, didn't we?
You can just see Karin. This is when Karin famously said, do you know who I am? Do you know who I am?
That's the game I organised where everybody gets some cards.
There's Darren and Phoebe.
What is that game? Black Knicker game. We played the Black Knicker game, and that's what that is.
This is Nick hosting the Black Knicker game and various other things that we were doing.
Oh, that feels like yesterday. That's mad. Yeah. We could do that again and just have a load of stuff.
Group like shot of prizes. Everybody that was there. Well, actually, the ladies that were there, I think.
And that was in the Wetherspoon, wasn't it?
And that's everyone else.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to say to you before, Belinda saying about if it's busy, I'll say hello and run. There will be many people there who feel just as socially awkward as you. So just come up and say hello and we can sit down and chat. And yeah.
Yeah, that was during the day.
I feel like you're just ignoring me.
I'm not ignoring you. I'm showing people photos.
What would you say to someone who feels awkward about it or socially anxious?
I would say, if you drink, get a drink in your hand and come up and see us.
Come and chat to Andrea, because Andrea,
I get majorly.
You will be feeling socially anxious already. Yeah. So make a beeline for Andrea and you'll get on just fine. That's a good suggestion. But Belinda, please come along. We would love to see you. Okay. Wow, there's so much chat. I'm just trying to see. We hijacked her live stream last time. Okay. See, there's Lex saying, I was so nervous at the first one. A few hellos and Necker gin, and it was all okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
That feels so long ago. Was that the one where I made you a cardboard BAFTA? Was that one?
I think it was, yeah.
Sharon says, is it okay to bring the kids? We'll only stop for the day. Absolutely. It's basically, it's just a pub and anybody is welcome to come through the doors. It's not like we have hired a venue or it's ticketed or anything. And it is kid friendly in there, isn't it? Certainly.
Yeah, it's family pub.
So absolutely. Yeah. See, Pete's saying as well, pretty nervous at the first meetup I went to in 2018, but everyone was so nice. Yeah, I think that's the key. You know, we are quite a welcoming bunch. So just take the plunge and come and say hello. I have really bad anxiety after a bereavement. Oh, wow. Oh, that's tough. At least I know my way around Hitchin now as I go regularly. Oh, cool. Well, you'll know where the pub is then. Yeah, honestly, if it is a case of just want to poke your toe in and say hello and go away, it's fine. I'm only messing.
No pressure to stay, to stay however long you want to. Just pop in, say hello to people, and yeah.
Do what works for you. If it is literally come along, say hello, and then say I've had enough. That suits me, and go home. Fine. Any single ladies going? Probably, but I don't know. Oh, Richard's there. Hopefully Richard will make it as well. I don't drink, but I can get a coffee. Yep, they do coffees in there. They do refillables.
Yeah, free refills.
So. Hey, yeah.
All good.
Just go out on the Friday night for a few Hitchin rules for nights out. Yes. Yes, sometimes the Friday's quite happening in the evening as well.
Yeah.
Although we've tended to, when we've had the Airbnb, the last few years, we've tended to kind of have a little gathering there. But that won't be happening because we couldn't book the Airbnb.
No, you might find us in Wetherspoons instead.
Hi, Charlotte. Do you welcome all ages? We welcome absolutely anybody. Yes. We're not ageist or sexist. Bring your dog. Actually, Wetherspoons being Wetherspoons don't allow dogs anymore. That's just...
Oh no, they don't. That's annoying.
But Charlotte says, I'm 27 and would feel out of place around people so much older. There's quite a few younger ones as well.
Does it count that we still feel like we're 27?
Well, speak to anybody. I act like I'm about 17 a lot of the time. So, yeah, would feel so out of place around people so much older who all know each other. I certainly can't go anyway, but if I could. Well, if you could, I think you'd be surprised. Yeah, I think you'd fit right in. There's Tina there saying social occasions used to give me panic attacks when younger. I can relate to that.
Yeah.
Hi, Jill. If it's okay, myself and husband Tony, who is Harwich Life, yes, would love to pop along to meet up. Please do.
Yeah, it's more than okay. We'd love to see you.
Bear in mind, we won't have a clue who you are because we've not met. So you will have to walk right up to me and say, hello, I'm Jill, and this is Tony, because we will just assume you're...
And you Harwich Life through the lens.
Yeah.
And we will go, oh, yeah.
So bear that in mind. We will not know you from Adam, and we'll just think you're a regular in the pub. So come up and poke me and say hello.
I've just read Chris's comment, said, gotta go. Catherine's just said it's time for the South.
Oh.
That is basically the beautiful South, but yeah,
without some key members, but they put on a great show.
They are brilliant.
We've seen them 2 or 3 times now.
Yeah,
enjoy it. Bye. He's probably long gone. He'll be in the bar enjoying himself. Yeah. Have you still got the BAFTA? Wow, excellent. I will have to decide last minute. A plan will make me very anxious. Well, if that works out, yeah. But going back to that, honestly, there's no pressure at all. And if you want to turn up and just come and say hello, have a 5-minute chat, and that's enough. It can be whatever you want it to be. If you want to bring someone with you for moral support who hasn't got a clue who any of us are, just
go for it. You don't have to be a reseller.
And people have done that before, or people have bought their partners who have no clue what any of this is about, and they've fitted right in.
Yeah. First time that Auntie Sue came in 2018, she brought her husband.
Yes.
That was,
Oh, he was such a good laugh. Was he a Peter? No. Was he?
No,
I can't remember. And Tara's other half was a really good. Yeah. He was a great crack. He was.
Yeah, but Tara's other half resells with her.
Oh, does he? Oh, okay. That wasn't a good example.
No, it wasn't. No. They should be coming, actually, hopefully.
Oh, good. But yeah, going back to Dig Vintage, whatever works for you. But honestly, I think if you can push yourself to do it, I think you'll be pleased you did. Hopefully.
Yeah. Joe says, I guess there's no point in looking around the charity shops. They will be cleared out by then. Yeah.
Not even reading that out, Lex.
Nick isn't 60, he's 50.
I'm not even 50 yet.
50 in 2 weeks.
Well, yes, possibly.
Yeah, but there is a boot sale in the morning in the marketplace.
That I never get up and go to because I'm hungover. And Derek and Richard and the others tend to go and do really well, every year. Yeah. Usually the charity shops have been gone through quite a lot the day before on the Friday.
Yeah.
And then during the day on the Saturday as well. Excuse me.
Sorry, I'm just reading the chat. Do you want to pick one out?
Okay. So there's way too much chat for us to read everything out. So if we go zooming past yours and we don't see it or read it, just pop it in again if you want.
Oh, there you go. Richard's going to be
Richard, myself and Ali will be there from the Friday. Looking forward to it. Good. There's Lainey.
Yeah.
We were saying, I don't know if you were in, but we were saying that sometimes you have like an alternative for people who can't make it, and you do a stream. If you do that, we'll try and dip in. Jill says, I'm not afraid to introduce myself. I was brought up in Letchworth, so I know Hitchin. Good stuff. Okay. Hopefully we'll see you there.
What's Jackie saying? Can I put another order in for honey again? I'll try not to give it to the wrong person this time.
That was a good story. So much context needed. My father is a beekeeper, and he produces and sells honey. And we were meant to be bringing some, which we did, for Jackie.
Yeah, and I gave.
We got very confused and gave it to Fauna, who, bless her, was like, "Oh, some honey, lovely, thanks. That's a bit strange." Put it away, and we had to go back to her and say, "That wasn't your honey."
Oh,
yeah. Yes. Well, we're back down that way for Christmas, so I'll have to try and remember to pick some up.
Yeah, can't promise that we'll remember, but we will try.
We will attempt. Yes. Some really good charity shops there. There's a couple. Yeah, there's the usual ones. There's an expensive Oxfam, an expensive British Heart Foundation. What's the name of the independent hospice one? Garden House.
Yeah.
There's a Garden House, a big one that's used to be anyway. Good. Don't know what it's like right now. But yeah, there's about 8 or 9 charity shops, I think. What's this, Stephen? Just imagine you're visiting a distant relative in a sanitarium, and you'll be in the right frame of mind for the meetup. Is that about right?
Yeah, we'll be in the corner dribbling.
Speak for yourself. Yeah, it would be fun though if we could do that Black Knicker game again. We'll have to get organised and get a load of prizes.
There you go.
What's the
Nick Inc. Leon C. Interiors Shop says, would be great to come to this and meet you guys.
Yes, please do.
And Richard says the boot sale is great. It is.
Yeah, that used to be our local. We lived 5 minutes from that one.
I wonder if someone in the pub just joins them. Well, we'd never know. None of us would know.
I was going to say the other game we'll have to try and remember to do, which is always a laugh, and we've done this particularly when we were fundraising. Everyone puts in £1, and then you either have to go heads or tails. You put your hands on your bum or your head, and you slowly eliminate everybody until you get a winner.
Yeah,
we've done that a few times.
That was good fun.
It's good doing that one quite late in the evening as well, when everyone's had a few. Yeah. That works well. So perhaps we will do a few games for charity.
Yeah.
Or something like that. We'll see how we feel. What we learned from the one where we organised loads of stuff, we made the whole thing as a big event, and we did raise an awful lot of money, but we didn't stop.
It was way too stressful.
We didn't really, I wouldn't say we didn't enjoy it, but
I was crying at the end of the night.
I did. You were so stressed. So we learned from that we need to be able to relax and enjoy it along with everybody else. So maybe organising a few silly games is enough. I think it is. What's that?
Anne says, late to the live. I think you've been talking about the meetup. I booked a hotel last year, sorted childcare, and my ADHD brain left my car keys in the garden until I found them on the Tuesday. Oh no.
Oh, blimey. Oh. Are you going to try again? You would be very welcome if you want to come along. Oh, that was a bit of a disaster, that one then. social hangovers. Social hangovers are the best when you're with people you know. Is that? Well, it's quite fun. The morning after, we tend to kind of in dribs and drabs convene back at the pub, and everyone's just wiped out, just so tired.
We're like zombies. They're trying to eat our breakfast.
A few very hungover, just in the corner, like trying to eat. Yeah. Of course, you don't have to drink, and there are people that come along and don't drink.
Yes.
But us socially anxious bunch who enjoy a drink definitely have a drink.
Married to Reselling say garden house is our fave.
Yeah. I've had quite a few nice finds in there over the years.
We did a version of Pass the Parcel.
Did we do Pass the Parcel? Don't remember that. Yes. Well, if we start gathering things now for the
Japanese voiceover, what's all that about?
Is the sound gone? Don't know.
Oh, Emma says I was petrified last time. Yeah, feel the fear and do it anyway.
You were petrified last time. Yeah.
Oh, Darren, don't be silly. He says, I'd love to come to the meetup, but I'm afraid Nick might hit me for sending him a Nick Berry thing.
I'm not that way inclined. I'm not that violent, honestly. Not that violent. Sounds like I'm semi-violent. No, please come along.
Belinda said it was out of sync for a bit, so I hope it's back to normal. Lainey said it sounds fine.
It's interesting you saying that you were petrified, because you come across as very confident and fine, you see, and likewise we may come across as, chilled, loosey-goosey, loving it, and inside it's like, what's the swans, and underneath you're like, yeah. So just know that we're all a little bit petrified inside. Hey Phil, how are you? I was in the Hitchin area last week with a roll of brown paper in my van. We were nowhere near Hitchin.
No. Well, Derek remembers a game. This is Black Nick again. I remember a game where everyone had a card each. I was a bit drunk at that point. I can't remember what it involved.
That's the Black Knicker game, which for those that might be worried, thinking I'm not going to this meetup, it sounds really dodgy. It's got nothing to do with knickers. I'm not sure why it's called that.
Because you're nicking something. It's not to do with knickers. You're
nicking
someone else's present.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anne's going to try again. Good.
Please do. Yes.
Gary Reynolds is going to be there for a drink. Lovely.
Excellent. Be good to catch up, Gary. Yeah, the Black Knicker game, just to clarify, it's basically a silly game where you end up with prizes, but depending on how the cards fall, you might lose your prize. So it's quite a mean game, because you get something and you're like, whee! You get to choose as well. And you're like, oh, I'd really like this. This is great. This is what I really want. And then somebody else has a chance to pinch it off you, possibly. Some prizes get passed around the room because they're the thing everybody wants. It's a fun, silly game. But yeah, we'll have to remember to do that now.
Emma says, now it's my social date of the year. It's like the weirdest.
The weirdest something.
What? Or it's just the weirdest. It probably is. Sandra is asking, have we watched any Whatnot auctions? I have. I dipped in a couple. Just have a look.
I haven't yet, but I do know how it works, because wasn't when Mel went over to America, she was with what's his name, Chris, and they did one. Was that Whatnot?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I do know how it all works. Yeah. We're still not accepted onto the platform. We did put an application in ages ago.
But I applied for Vintage and they haven't released that yet.
But didn't somebody say, who applied right back when we did, that it might have been Tom even,
I think it was Tom,
that they've got no record of the application and they'd managed to lose it. So a little bit inept there. Yes. Right, what else we got? I will try to make it, says Dan. Please do. And like I say, if you do turn up, just come up to us and say hello and introduce yourself, because we'll have no clue who you are. Just bear it in mind. Holt Sales, is that? I played that with some friends once. It's great. Yeah, we've played it at Christmas gatherings. It's quite fun.
Yeah.
But it's an interesting game if you get kids involved, because they don't see the fun and the of the now somebody gets to take your prize away.
And you feel awful because they've got this lovely little, like shampoo or bath stuff or some chocolate, and they're really happy about it. And then you go, oh, well, I'll have that.
You're like, so mean. How dare you?
So mean.
Yeah, we've been playing the game for years. Oh, it's Lainey insisting that she's not a Geordie. She does go on about that quite a bit.
I think she and Stall are having some banter.
Yeah, can't wait for other categories to be open. Well, that's the thing. At the moment, Whatnot, it's still toys, trading cards,
women's fashion,
clothes.
Yeah, but not jewelry, no vintage.
Yeah, I don't know why they're doing it in phases like that. Perhaps it's to limit capacity whilst they're building it up. I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah.
But we're doing quite well just doing our own little random auctions on here.
Nick says, talking of Mel, Chris, have you ever thought of joining the DR group or the new tech and sports group? Just wondered what your thought of it. For us personally, no.
It's not something that appeals. I understand why it does appeal to some people, but no, I don't feel it's something I need, so I don't really go looking for that sort of thing. Because from what I gather, it's all about keeping motivated and doing this, that, and the other, which, looking at my recent videos, you might think that's exactly what I need. But I'm not very good with being kind of jollied along and motivated. I need it needs to come from me. It
feels very almost corporate in a way, and we opted out of that for a reason. So, yeah.
I'd probably benefit from it, but no, I've never thought of joining. Is the quick answer. What's this? We play. This is Tina the Turtle Warrior. We play a similar game, but presents are wrapped up so people don't know what is in it.
Oh, good.
One is a wrapped pebble booby prize.
We have done that.
We have done that, and in fact, at Hitchin, I think about half and half. Some were wrapped and some weren't. One was just a big box, which was really popular, got passed around. And in there, I just put a load of packing supplies. So it was like rolls of tape and I don't know what was in there, jiffy bags and stuff. So it wasn't exciting at all. I think we'll do that. We'll wrap a few mystery prizes. Yeah.
Yeah. Charlotte's saying that we could do a Secret Santa where everybody has to bring a gift, something from their own tap pile that has been there most of 2023, bring it wrapped, and then everyone gets a random gift.
We could, but then it's a case of everybody would kind of have to do that. And then it's a case, if somebody forgets or somebody isn't on board, it's a bit odd that, I don't know. I think we'll leave it with a few games for now. All suggestions are welcome. But I don't want to impose that on everybody that's turning up, that you must bring a gift necessarily. So we'll organise a few games and probably leave it at that, I think. But we enjoy the Secret Santa idea. We do that with our extended family, adults at least. We all buy for all the kids.
Yeah.
And then we all put in a few ideas of things we actually want. Because as adults, it's so hard to buy. Like for my sisters, what do I buy my sisters? No idea. So we all put in some suggestions of things we'd be really happy to receive, and then we all receive somebody's little list. Yeah. And it works.
Mad Junkman says, winter here, freezing in upstate. It's got really cold here now. It's like 0 at night, and very cold.
I think we have a similar sort of climate to New York here in the UK. Kind of very similar.
Anyone from the UK had any snow yet, says Thomas? I haven't noticed it. Like normally they talk about it on the news or the weather, don't they? I haven't noticed that.
No. Nothing yet, but it feels cold enough for it.
Right. So interested in this comment. Graham says, I'm a big eBay buyer. I'm very frustrated with the pricing at the moment, as in the pricing's too high. Or...
That's an interesting comment. I'm a big eBay buyer and I've not noticed anything change. I tend to buy vinyl, but I tend to go searching for auctions that start low in order to get a bargain. I do use Buy It Now sometimes.
Well, in terms of us selling on eBay, we tend to stay competitive and stick to a price that is reasonable, I think.
Yeah. Oh, let's talk about I'll tease what I think I'm going to do as a video tomorrow. We sold something yesterday while we were out with friends, actually. We had a ka-ching and we nearly fell off our chairs. We were like, what? Something very surprising sold for a surprising amount of money. But I'm going to make a little video about it tomorrow, I think, if I can find the time. Yeah. So
we did a little whoop when it sold.
Woohoo! Yeah. Right. So if you've just turned up, we're basically we're talking about the meetup that's happening in January. So it's going to be the 13th, which is a Saturday.
Yeah, I'll show you the little poster again if you missed it.
And to reiterate, you don't have to book anything. You don't have to buy a ticket or anything. It's going to be an open door policy. Anybody can turn up and come and say hello. As usual, it's how we tend to operate things.
So January the 13th from midday at the Wetherspoons, which is called the Angel Vaults in Sun Street, Hitchin.
Yeah.
In Hertfordshire.
So we like to think of it as our Christmas party, our Christmas works do. So if you have that mentality, that kind of gives you the feel of what it is. It's people relaxing, having a bit of a blowout at the end of a hectic Christmas period. Yeah. How are we doing for time? We've got 10 minutes. Well, we can think about some words of wisdom. We can have a leisurely words of wisdom, shall we?
Yeah, let's think about words of wisdom. So
if you have any, please pop them in. We tend to try and end these streams on a positive, and we read out your words of wisdom. If you want to relate them to meetups, social anxiety, Christmas, you can theme it on any of that if you like, or whatever you like. It doesn't matter. What's Anne saying there? Oh, Graham just saying there. Is that Graham who was saying about prices before? Frustrated with pricings, but they just said, I sold a car on eBay way beyond market value and only one bid, plenty of watches. Well, that sounds pretty good. Anne saying, for the last 2 years, I have done a raffle style gift giving for my family. I'll fill a box. They get a number each, and when the number is picked, they pick their gift. So don't end up with unwanted tat. Wow. Like a lucky dip then, really. Oh, here's a quick question from Charlotte. What's the ugliest thing you've ever sold, but only bought because it made good money?
You're testing my memory on things, and I don't have a good memory on things like that.
Ugly things.
I just can't think of anything particularly.
The only creepy, ugly thing I can think of I sold in recent memory was that storyteller thing.
Oh yeah.
Like a latex face, hairy little monster guy who talks. You put not cassettes, but like cartridges in the back of it, and it would talk and tell you a story. Can't even remember what it was called. Yeah. It wasn't even worth a lot of money,
So where do the wows start?
I think they were below that. I went back a little bit anyway then. There you go. Will's was the first, I think.
Okay. So Will says, friends are those who lift you up when others haven't noticed you've fallen. Oh, yeah, that's good.
That's quite powerful.
What happens in Hitchin stays in Hitchin.
I was just seeing their treasure trove. Sadly, I can't make the meetup. That's a shame. With family stuff, but enjoy it. I ended up selling 120 kilos of mini car mags to the States. 120 kilos? Now I need to figure out how to get them there with GSP.
Oh,
yeah, because
that's a tricky one.
You can't send multiple parcels, can you?
No.
I'd say that's a ring up eBay and let them try and figure that out, because I don't know how you get around that. Wow, 120 kilos. Right. Lex says, words of wisdom.
Yes, I already read that.
Oh, you read that? Sorry. Words of wisdom, Nick. Pay attention.
Yes. Steve says, remember, work's Christmas parties are tax deductible as long as all employees are invited to an event of equal value.
Oh.
Okay.
But yeah, we could put our hotel stay through the books because it is a works event. Mm. And because we will be making a YouTube video of the evening. So potentially, I'm not sure we've actually done that in the past, but we probably could put it through.
Married to Reselling says, what's the worst that could happen? Well, exactly.
Well, at the meetup, you don't want to know.
And Tina says, you're only here for a short visit. Don't hurry, don't worry, and be sure to smell the flowers along the way. Yes, I like that one. Shandy says, take the risk or miss out on the opportunity.
Oh, I like that. I've not heard that before. What's Belinda?
Belinda says, free coffee refills at Wetherspoons for non-drinkers.
Yeah.
Well, that's very, very good words of wisdom. Yes.
Very good for the morning after as well.
Nobody ever said it was going to be fair. Wow. Nobody ever said it was going to be easy either.
And if they did, they lied.
Penny says, beware when traveling. I had 2 watches stolen in Spain. Adios, amigas. Thomas says, just take the plunge. Simple but true. Yeah. And Porky says, if you really want to do something, you'll find a way. If you don't, you'll find an excuse.
That's good.
That is very,
yes, if you really want to do something, you'll find a way. Yeah.
Very, very true.
Yeah.
Mark T says, if you don't separate yourself from your distractions will separate you from your goals.
Oh, my goodness.
That's true. That's very true. I think that to myself when I'm scrolling on. I've gone to look up something and found myself on Instagram, and somehow, because there was a notification and 10 minutes have gone, I'm like, for goodness sake, what was I doing?
Turn Instagram notifications off.
Yeah,
for sure. Only go in when you want to, not when it tells you. Good tip, that one.
The Monkey Thrifter says, tomorrow is just another day. Belinda says, Hitchin, bring your own lampshade to wear on your head at the end of the night while dancing on the table.
Sure thing. Yes.
Shandy says, do not put out your fire just because someone doesn't understand your flame. Oh, yeah. That's a really good one.
Did that get you?
It did.
Did it get you?
Yeah. Yeah. And Anne says, there are no strangers here, just friends you haven't met yet. And that is so true, because the friends that we have met through reselling, we've met through meetups, and we wouldn't be such good friends if we hadn't organised it or gone along.
Yeah. Well, if we hadn't took the plunge of organising this thing, which sounds like a simple deal, but you still have to say, despite how anxious you might feel about doing it, you still have to take the plunge and do it and say, it'll be okay.
Yeah.
It'll all be okay. We're just meeting people in a pub. It's going to be fine.
Yeah. And you never know who you're going to meet. And like Carla and Lex met at the meetup. Well, they ended up meeting because they drove down together.
Yes.
And now they're besties. So you just don't know. You don't know. Sharon says, you No. Sharon says, never mistake knowledge for wisdom. One helps you make a living. The other helps you make a life. Wow. Yeah.
I like that.
Oh, yeah. Channel Nem is finally back at 9:30 on his channel. Be there or don't, or you'll wish you had. And thank you, BCP, for sharing my channel link as well.
Is there any content on your channel? Is there any content over there? Recent
content. Yes, there is. A vlog went up this week, which is a charity shopping vlog. Has you in it.
You must watch that then.
And I will be filming a haul from that charity shopping vlog tomorrow, so that will go up on Tuesday.
And on this channel, on the main channel, you may have missed a video that I scheduled to go up at 6 a.m. rather than 6 p.m, which it was meant to be. So because of that, not many people watched it in the first hour or two. So the algorithm didn't trigger. And the amount of people that aren't getting it in recommended or whatever, it's performing so badly because it was released at 6 a.m. So if you did manage to miss that because it didn't come up in your feed or whatever, it is there. I was just an idiot and in a rush scheduled it for 6 a.m. Fail. Right.
Treasure Trove says, research the GSP before you commit to selling 120 kilograms of magazines.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is Channel Nem's channel.
Emma.
Stay fresh, cheese bags.
You've got to say it. Stay fresh, cheese bags. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you won't have a clue what Stay Fresh Cheese Bags is about. You should follow me on Instagram.
Darren says it's not the size of the tree; it's the number of baubles. Okay.
Oh, that's a Christmas reference. I like it.
Hello, Jeannie. Says life is found in the dance between your deepest desire and your greatest fear.
That's actually very good.
That's really good.
Quite like that.
Will says, if you think you're having a bad day, just remember you could be in the jungle watching Nigel Farage take a shower.
Have you been watching? It's been quite an entertaining series so far.
Okay, let's go. Last one is Mark. One I always remember my dad telling me, unseen is unsold. Not overly emotional, but so true.
Can I just read Thomas's as well? Because I think that's quite poignant. I suffer with anxiety and worry about everything. But if I do the certain thing I'm worrying about, I always feel better in myself after.
Yeah.
I can totally relate to that.
And it's never as bad as you imagine it's going to be.
No.
And afterwards, you always think, I'm glad I did that.
Yeah, it's like putting off that phone call or putting off, it's usually to do with speaking to people, with me and with you a lot of the time. And when you do it, you find it was quite easy and you were actually quite good at it and it went well. Those sort of things, it's maddening, isn't it, that we still struggle. And I think, why did I worry? Yeah. Hope that makes sense. Perfect sense.
Yeah.
You are not alone in this, Thomas.
Yeah. So actually, I think we'll go with Junie's because it ties in with some of the conversation tonight.
Yeah.
Life is found in the dance between your deepest desire and your greatest fear. And somewhere in between that.
Yeah. And if you do have a fear of attending a meetup, for example, take the plunge. If it is hideously terrible, you can turn around and walk back out.
Yeah.
We will not take offense.
No, not at all.
But I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. But do make sure to come up and nudge us and say hello. Otherwise, we won't know you're there. So, yeah. Whew.
Okay. Right. Well, have a great week, everyone.
Yeah, I will try and put out a couple of videos this week. Yes, I do have an exciting sale to share with you, which blew my socks off. So we'll do that. I've got another video to put out where I was forcing myself again to deal with a load of stuff that I just look at and go, I don't want to do that. Yeah. It came off the shelves again. It means I've had to deal with it. And it's been very fruitful. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
So those will be out hopefully this week. Right, we done?
Yes.
So we're going to go and watch Neil, I think.
No, we're not. Well, I'm not. I'm going to go and watch I'm Celebrity.
Oh, I will dip into Neil in a bit. Yeah, channel them. Go and give them some support.
I think it's on at 9:30. Anyway,
is it 9:30? Yeah. Right, I'll try and dip in then. All right, thank you so much for being here. We've still got just under 200 of you, which always just amazes me. Thank you so much for spending the time. If you want to stroke the like button on the way out, please do. And we'll see you during the week for more videos. And go to Andrea's channel now for your video. Now. Do it now. Ta-ra.
Bye.